super common problem, and I've demoed it in some of my starter videos with some dogs that I'm starting. When you're looking to see, is your dog really trying to get to balance, or are they just kind of turning their head out or turning their body in the right direction and following without making the attempt? So your stock are going to tell you for sure your dog's intention. And most of these are pretty new to me, have not been worked very much by dogs. Hit, come here, come here. She can learn to sit here and relax while I talk. So I may have to take a moment or two to make sure she's doing that and not wandering around and eating and finding stuff that she can do. Anyway, so a lot of dogs, when you say come by or away, they turn in a direction and they go. So a lot of people, when they start out, they're looking for that left or right. The dog's going left or right. They're going the right way when I say come by. They're going the right way when I say away. But the dog's intent is not correct. So you're looking for the dog's path, where their focus is, how hard they're trying to get to balance. And if they're not trying to get to balance, you'll see that reflected in your livestock. So in this case, these guys don't really know any better. They don't know that if you come off the fence and fetch to the human, that the human is going to save you. So largely they're not broke to be worked by dogs. So every time she makes a drive-by and doesn't turn her head out, has no intention of getting to balance, she just packs them into the corner tighter and tighter. So the first couple goes on this video, what I'll do is I'll kind of do what I have been doing, using a stick, trying to support her, and then hopefully you can see kind of the difference if I can get her to change. So she'll turn her head out up here, but the closer she gets into the stock, the more she's turned into them, and then she does a drive-by, packs them into the corner tighter, and doesn't have success at getting them off. So a couple of things. First of all, if you're applying pressure and you're not getting the result that you want, and you think that it's due to the dog dealing with pressure either from the stock, from the fence, whatever it may be, which in this case it's both, right? She's got livestock that she's having trouble moving. She's got a fence right there with livestock on the other side of it. So there's a lot of pressure going into that corner. This come by direction is not her best way. Me personally, I'm not just going to switch and let her go away just because it's her better direction. She's got to learn how to do this both ways. So if applying pressure is not getting you the result that you want, you're probably going to have to change something else up. In her case, she's definitely probably more likely to go into that space if she sees butts versus heads. So if I have heads that are facing her, that one little goat right there, I'm probably going to try to turn that. I can also walk in there myself, push these sheep off the fence just a little bit to give her some space and get her successful. Still going to reinforce that I want her head out. Her head and shoulder needs to be out. And I will do that with pressure, but pressure in this case being support, and then if I need to verbally correct her for turning her head back in, I will verbally do that and then support her. A young dog without a very good stop. If I had a really good stop on her, I'd stop her. So you see she no. So she's leaning on this away side because she really is much more comfortable going that way. Right here, she backs out. So I'm going to support her with pressure. Verbally correct her for going the wrong way. Good girl. So every time her head turns out, she turns and goes the wrong way. She's just telling me that this is really uncomfortable for her, and when she turns her head out the way that she needs to in this scenario, that she's just not able to handle that level of pressure. So I'm going to go ahead and send her just so you could kind of see on the video what that looks like. more nervous she gets, the more her feet move. So really I need to focus with her a lot on getting her steady in those really tight situations, asking her to slow it down. I say asking, you're doing that with physical pressure or with verbal pressure. So when she starts to get amped, I'm going to try to bring her down verbally. My hey, hey, and I'm doing it gently. Hey, hey, you know, that kind of a thing. Good girl. Praise when she's doing things the correct way. Release of the pressure again when she's doing the correct thing. Supporting her. So your pressure can be very light all the way up to heavy or extreme pressure. So I want to start in with her light pressure. I don't want to amp her up immediately with my pressure, and then her response to pressure too. That's something that we have been working on that she still needs quite a lot of work on. Any application of pressure with her, a lot of times she's trying to get away from it before she even recognizes what it's for. So getting her out of that reactionary mode into thinking mode. No. So that's kind of the scenario of what it's looked like. She starts to look at me and she's not looking at them, and she's worried about making it in there. I think she's not a good girl.